Welcome back to Heath's house, where we do a little bit of everything all the time, and it usually works out right. I'm in front of another wood pile, but this time it's not for the wood stove. I need to get my smoker going. I'm doing some prime rib risotto on Friday, and so well, I've got to finish smoking some prime rib so I can prep for the risotto. So I got to cut some of this up into sizes that fits within the firebox of my smoker a little bit better, so I can keep that thing going, and it should be a very delicious meal on Friday. So this smoker has a smaller firebox. Some of these chunks are going to work just fine. So I'll take this, which is a little bit thinner. I'll split this up into chunks that go in the firebox. But I'm also going to cut this in half so I can put some of this into the firebox as well. All right, well, that's enough for a few smokes. So let's get this party started. Now it's time to stack it. All right, well, this should be enough for quite a few smokes, actually. The thing is, you never want to run out of wood while you're smoking, because if you're 6 hours into a smoke, you probably don't really want to go chop more wood at that time. So I like to have it prepped ahead of time. That way I know I'm taking care of for the whole smoke. All right, welcome back. I'm gonna get this started again. All right. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but there are probably like 25 kids roaming between all the yards. It's a madhouse. They got a fire right behind me for marshmallows later. I'm gonna get this started so I can get the prime rib on the smoker. So this blowtorch is definitely the easiest way to get this thing started. Technically, it's a flame weed eater, but we're gonna get this started. We're gonna get the prime rib. It's already out of the fridge, coming to room temperature. But once this is going pretty nice, we got some good smoke. We're gonna throw these 2 prime ribs on here, get them smoked so we can make some risotto on Saturday. See you around. All right, so we're gonna bring these up to temp, let them warm up from being in the fridge. And then we're gonna get them on the smoker. We're sitting at 225 right now. It's holding fairly steady there, but I'm gonna keep my eye on it. We'll put these 2 on the top. Going here. And then I'm actually gonna throw this in here to catch any juices that come off of this, because that's going to be pretty tasty. So now we're going to sit here. I actually don't know how long this is going to take. I'm going to monitor the temperature. I'm going to come back in about an hour and check it out. So follow along as we go through the smoke process tonight. And I'm just using oak in here. That's really all I use to smoke. Sometimes if I have extra cherry or apple that I got from somewhere, I'll use it. But 99% of my wood is just oak. So we've got these up to about 120 on the inside. Let me get a... Hopefully I don't drop this. Yeah, you can go inside. Got this up to about 120 on the inside. So I'm gonna wrap these in foil, tin them. We got some nice fat on here. And then once they're rested for about a half hour, so I'll pull them out and I'll cut them up. Then the bones are gonna go into a pot overnight for broth for the risotto. And as you can see, we always have kids here. I can't get any videos done. That's one of the neighbor kids. He's coming into play. I think there's probably about 15 kids in our house right now. Most of them invited, some of them just show up. But it's all in all, it's a great time. So, look forward to see how this turns out. Hey everyone. So, the smoker's done. It was actually done quite a bit ago. I've had this sitting here resting for a lot longer. I've already got a couple bones in here because I had a bunch of adults over and a ton of kids. I think about 15 kids in the house running around tonight. And so one of those prime ribs is gone, but we do have a second one. So I'm gonna clean this one up. Oh, yeah. I mean, that just came off beautiful right there. Bodie's been sitting behind me the whole time I've been setting this up because he knows he's gonna get some. Don't you, Bubos? So yeah, these have some good smoky flavor now on them. I haven't even had the water on, but this water is already brown just from the smoke. And so I'm gonna simmer that overnight and then I'll condense it down. This is a 2-gallon pot. I'm gonna condense it down until there's about like 1 gallon of liquid left, maybe a little bit less. And then I'm going to use that for my risotto on Saturday. I'm just cleaning up some of the gristle. I'm half tempted to pull the slicer out, but if I pull the slicer out, I got to put this in the fridge overnight to get it a little bit harder. But man, this would make a delicious roast beef sandwich. Sliced super thin. You know that would be good. Yeah, Bodie's my faithful. This is why he likes me so much though. Right, Bobos? If he could talk, he would tell you that he liked me the best. Alexa, pause. All right. Although, I guess I can get it pretty thin with this too. So this knife I'm using right here, it's 14 inches. It's good for cutting big pieces of meat because you don't get it it doesn't tail out like if you're using a shorter knife. And it's not even a very expensive knife. It's pretty cheap. But I sharpen it myself. And so it'll cut through just about anything. And it cuts nice and thin. Did you get that piece, Bodie? Accidentally knocked a piece over there. I'm gonna pull some of this up for you to see. So yeah, this is just This is some beautiful prime rib right here. I got the juices saved out of that pan that was in the smoker, so I'll use that for the risotto as well, and it's just going to be delicious. Like I said, it takes a little bit of time because I'm seriously prepping for 3 days to make that risotto, but we also had a meal tonight out of it. We'll probably eat something tomorrow from it, and then have the risotto to finish it off. So, all in all, it works pretty good. And tonight, I'm doing my broth in this small pot. Somebody asked me online, they had asked if I could show them how to do a big bone broth. So when I do that, I'm going to grab about 15 pounds of bones. I'm going to roast them, probably smoke them, and then we'll use this big pot for that. So that's a video that'll be coming up pretty soon because I am running low on bone broth. Thanks for stopping in. The risotto will be a different video. That's going to be a long process in and of itself. I had a pretty good time today hanging out with my friends, making this prime rib. We actually had chicken taco bowls out of the pressure cooker today. Not the pressure cooker, the slow cooker. And so that's how we fed everybody today. And that's very easy. We put it in the slow cooker overnight last night and then woke up this morning and all we had to do was dice up some avocados, cut up some limes and cilantro, and we were good to go. So thanks for stopping in, and thank you for coming to He's house, where the food is always fresh and the back deck is always open. I'll see you around.